Okay, one more. I do apologize, but like, I don't know who I'm talking to. What's the fucking matter? The root of the name is, like I said, is not. It was to be the like, always. That's what, you know. If you are, you're always. That was the point of it. But it's also always, which, you know, means because I said this so long ago, so I'm going to stop and say it again. I take this perspective also of the soulless being. I mean, I thought that would be obvious. Always, maybe more, all perspectives. I take in all the perspectives. I ain't saying no, y'all don't. I'm not saying no one else doesn't. I don't, and y'all all the. I mean, sorry, but if you're neurotypical, you're neurotypical. Atypicals, we do not understand you to begin with. It's not our fault nor yours. That's why we're atypical. We don't understand people. So if I wanted to network, I couldn't. It ain't about just trusting. That's why I evaluated the realm. That was natural for me. I don't ever since I can remember, I evaluated the fucking realm because it did. I don't know. Did I have the authority to? I mean, I felt like I was actually here, like sending back a report. Because I couldn't figure out what the fuck. I mean, I do not understand these creatures for shit. And that's why I mentioned earlier. That's probably the atypical perspective that's natural. But there might be also a little more to it. Especially if this is our last incarnation. So for always, that's why I said, like, I came here awake, in a sense. It didn't matter. No one had to tell me, like, I saw everything as I saw, like, and everything was like parameters, parentheses of acceptability, and a big one, sustainability. Like, I know humans love to pursue unsustainable activities. It's like that's their obsession. They do not consider, like, if it's unsustainable, like, we should, like, stop. Hell no. Because they think they're running their cars on Dinosaur Juice. And, like, you know, like, they don't get what's going on whatsoever. But it's like, that's a big thing. I've always done that. And then, you know, you get to, and I'm like, well, when, you know, it's like, and when you think your report's complete, it's like, I don't know. Okay, why am I still here? What, I don't know what we're waiting for. So, at this point, you know, I ain't got time to go back through all this again and, like, listen to what all the guru, when I say guru, I'm not talking about any recent connections. I'm talking about, you know, the ones that are gurus. The ones that want to be gurus. The ones, and like my deal with subscriptions, like, when I, like, 38 was, that's a lot, because that's a lot of children. I don't mean like taking care of, but it's like, I look at it the same way. Why would you don't have 2,000 children. Why would you have 2,000 subscriptions? Or even won't? I mean, it's not it's not natural. That's absurd to me. So that's why I say, like, this is very limited for me. And if I can't use this, like I said, recon, literally, if you can't use this for reconnaissance, and if we're going to use it, and if we're going to do the recon where you get someone out of the fucking Vietnam jungle and go dip them in the middle of the Pacific, which is, a desert of water, it's like, like, what have you done? You've taunted. You know what I'm saying? You've just, not only have you left them more vulnerable, you've hurt them on another level because you taunted them with like, obvious. And this is an old saying of mine. I was like, that's what it feel like with the old demon me. It's like, I gave you credit for, like, other people, like, I mean, that's what I do with people. Like, oh, you do this. Oh, you spent my last dime up to, like, you thought I might buy some sleep pills this weekend and be done with. You saved my life. Look at that. Because there's no other way to interpret what the fuck you just did. You're a fucking lunatic. You're a goddamn madman. And I'm trying to give you the only way out you have possible. And then I get scoffed for it, mocked over time. I'm not saying anything that, listen or don't listen. I do not accept the limited reasons the gurus say we're here. They had none of them mention the third world ever. I don't hear anybody, in fact, mention the goddamn third world. And that's not acceptable.